Alright guys, so we're basically done now. And now I'm just going to show you some really important plugins that I think all of you should get that'll just improve the functionality of your website and then also improve the visibility of your website. So you're going to go back to our dashboard and you're going to go to plugins and add new. Now you want to go, what you want to install is this Akismet anti-spam. Very important. So when you make a website, something you'll find is that you will just naturally attract spammers. I found this from websites I've created in the past, and if you don't have some kind of protection system in place, the spammers, they will come, and they will come in droves. So to combat that, you get something like Akismet, and all we do is, I'll show you through each of these individually, but let's just install each of them first. So you want to get this one, Akismet, highly important, and you can just hit activate as well. And then, so if we go to settings, Akismet anti-spam, so we just hit get our API key, so you just want to put in your email address and then just hit, so once you put all that in, continue. Okay, so once you've done that, you'll be brought to this section here, and what you want to do is just hit add personal subscription, and you've got this here, and it's how much is Akismet worth to you? Well, we don't need to put in any of that. We're going to put it down to free because this is for what they're doing. You shouldn't need to pay for it really, so don't feel bad that you're putting it down to 0 and then just hit create subscription. Okay, so just hit got it, and you will have been given an API key. So simply just copy and paste that, come back to here and paste in your API key and connect. So that's our Akismet all installed, ready to go. Okay, so let's just go into my second recommendation for a plugin. So my second recommendation is to get a plugin to back up your site, because you just never know what could happen. Your website could for some reason crash and you don't have a backup of your site, and basically you lose everything if you don't have a backup of your site. So having a backup is basically vital to your website. It's very important. So what you're going to type in plugins is backup, and bring that up, and you'll have a search come up, and you want to go with this one here, Updraft Plus. Just hit install now and activate once that's done. So now let's go to settings and then Updraft Plus backups. For the sake of getting through today's tutorial, I'm not going to go through every process of this, but it's very easy to do. Just simply go to settings, and I'll show you just this part. So you just want to go through and you want to change your backup so that it does it daily, I'd recommend, and then retain this many scheduled backups. So after 2, it would delete, and whatever the new one is will be put over the top, because you don't want to be saving too many files on there. So 2 is a good amount really. And then database backup, make that daily. You want that as well, and then make it 2. And then you can go through and select any of these here. So maybe Google Drive or Dropbox, whatever you'd like. And what it'll do, it'll send to those accounts your backup of your website, so that if it ever crashes, you can easily restore it. And then all you do is you come down here and hit save changes. And what it would do is create a backup. It would also put out your backups here, and once the backups are here, you can easily restore a backup. Okay guys, one final plugin, and this is probably the most important plugin that you could get. So let's go to plugins, add new. Now what we want to type in is SEO. Now you may have heard of SEO before. Basically what SEO stands for is search engine optimization. Now if you don't have your website made to be SEO friendly, well, good luck anyone discovering your site. So it's vitally important that you have good SEO. You have an SEO plugin installed. Basically what it will do is it'll help with your website appearing on Google search terms. So I'm not going to go into a whole rundown of how to use the entire plugin, because it's just that'd be a whole nother this would go for too long, and that's not what this tutorial is about. The best one you want to get is Yoast SEO. So you can hit install now, and then I want you to activate it. Okay, so we'll have our SEO. So you'll be brought to here, and basically if you watch a few YouTube videos out there, they will go into great detail for you how to set up Yoast's SEO, how to use it, how to employ SEO onto your website. I would highly recommend you do that, but I'll just give you a quick little rundown of what you should do. So what you want to do here is, this is what Google search will look for. So just say you wanted people to find your website because you were clean, modern website. That's the name of your business, the name of your blog, whatever. You want to have that as your website name, and then you can hit whether you're a person or a company. I'll just hit person, and then you put in Isaac Blenko, and then you could simply just hit save changes. So that's just going to add some. Help with your ranking of your website. Very, very basic SEO though, that is. And then if you want, you could set up a Google Search Console, Bing Web Master Tool. All this you can find YouTube videos on. And yeah, so that's the basics of it. I'll show you one more thing that this Yoast is good for. So if you go to your posts, and let's just go, remember I don't have any, but let's go to the benefits of a morning routine. Now what's so good about this Yoast is that it breaks down your posts, so your blog post perhaps, and it tells you, it basically analyzes them and tells you whether it's SEO friendly, and gives you hints of how you can make your information more readable by Google search, and therefore make it have a better chance of your posts appearing in Google search. So if you go down here, you can see what it'll come up looking like, which is awesome. So that's showing you what it'll come up looking like on Google search. So if people ever found it, that's how they would see it. And then what you can do is you put in like a focus keyword. So for this one, it would be morning routine, and you would have that there. That's a focus keyword, morning routine. And then you have readability here, and it obviously I don't have enough text for it to be able to do it, but it would tell you which words to use more, which words would help you rank better. And yeah, it's just an incredible free plugin. So that's it for the SEO stuff. Like I said, watch a few YouTube videos on how to properly employ SEO. You don't have to do super advanced stuff. You can just do the basics. But yeah, it's something I'd highly recommend.